Morning, viewers.
Let's talk about the president has said that we are not going to open the borders. We will not have price regulation, and this will further endanger Nigerians and also increase hunger in the country. What's your take?
Yes, it will, because the current situation now is nothing to write home about. There is hunger. I mean, I don't even know the adjective I will use to qualify that. There is deep hunger in the land. Everywhere there is hunger. People are complaining of not having access to money, not having access to food, not having access to some good things that spice life, and that is just the truth. There's insecurity everywhere, so it's a serious issue. And with this kind of hard measures, I don't know how the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu want Nigerians to actually understand what he is trying to pass to them as a message, that he is not going to go into food importation. If you are not going to go into food importation, definitely you are trying to tell Nigerians that you cannot even open border, at least for trans-border trade, among neighboring, among ECOWAS states. Or is it that their relationship that with ECOWAS are soured, is affecting the issue of border trading or cross-border trade?
So you said that we must eat what we produce.
Nigeria, if we are talking about, remember, most of this produce you are talking about are currently being exported. Some of them are being exported. Then we should stop the exportation of such produce first, because in the quest to make Nigeria and Naira somehow I don't know, relevant. Let me put it that way. The government has always encouraged that some of these things should be exported in the exchange for dollar and whatever. But that for now, I don't know why restrictions are not being put on certain produce, especially food, that we produce here in Nigeria. I think there should be an embargo on that, on the exportation. Yes, on the exportation. You understand of those. And if you're saying that, announce it. But we're saying that you are not going to encourage importation. You are not going to encourage importation. Then
no price regulation.
No price regulation. You understand that you are still in support of the policies that are killing Nigerians. That's what it means. Those policies. That Nigerians are not really comfortable with, without taking into consideration how to cushion the effects of these harsh policies that we do not understand. This is not the first administration Nigeria has had. We had previous administrations before now. Why is it that all of a sudden there is this hardship, untold hardship? Suddenly, Nigerians are carrying that burden of hardship everywhere they go. So I don't think that proper modality to framework is actually being put in place, in trying to make sure that the effects of all these things, policies, at least, come to a level that people can bear it.
Okay, he has approved a committee on state police, which involves the governors and the representatives. What's your take on that?
Commendable. I must give it to Bola Ahmed Tinubu in that regard. For that, at least the process have started. There had been advocacy. People have been advocating for that. People have been agitating for that. People have been agitating for restructuring. But I don't know why Tinubu all of a sudden became weak. Very weak. In trying to see all these things that we, make Nigeria to speed up democracy, speed up development. All of a sudden, you become like somebody who does not know what to do, or who has not been complaining of the same thing Nigerians are complaining now in the past. But on the issue of state police, I think it is a welcome development for me, and how they are going to structure it is also very important. I want to see these things now go down to the local government level, where we have, a good equipped community police, in all the 36 states of the federation, trying to bring security to Nigerians. It is a good development. Then I think to an extent, they should make it a bit okay. We don't want to see governors, hijacking the structure of state police, to harm anybody. We don't want to see local government using it against anybody. But I still want this thing to be more restructured. What I mean to be more restructured, I want to see local government, in full autonomy, exercising their powers in all ramification. You understand? I want to see local government going into farming. See, Nigerians can work if these guys are really, serious, to make it work. You understand? And Tinubu should understand that some of these policies are hard and it's not having direct effect. Even in the future, I don't think it's going to have direct effect, because some of these things that would have made, some of these policies look as if, it's not having a direct effect, even though they are talking about floating of the naira, a situation where it will attract foreign investors and all that. But it was, when the foreign investors come, he's going to buy generator. He will buy generator. That one no be this thing. He has to look for a way to repair the road that lead to his factory. A lot of things that is wrong. You understand? The issue of refinery fuel is also there. But I think that a little bit this were done in a haste. Nigerians this leader should sit down and do proper overhauling and reform on how the economy will be stable first. The infrastructure is there before you talk of floating the naira. People should do something about. I'm not talking about this importation of a thing. At least let there be cross-border trade now. That one for you, this guy. I'm telling you. You understand? At least we still try to manage it and move on. But for you to come and start saying that, of course, we want us to produce what we eat. But remember, there's the issue of Boko Haram, there's the issue of Fulani herdsmen, there's the issue of bandits. In Benue, they can no longer go to farm. In Plateau, in Nasarawa, they cannot eat elsewhere, anywhere. They can no longer go to farm because of fear of insecurity. So how do you want to, conduct this to, what we are going through now? How do you think that those such policies is going to work? Then when our farm has been set on fire, a lot of things have been destroyed. You understand? Or even common ranting of their cows. Is it not possible in Nigeria? You cannot say, and you are talking of all this, Nigeria, no importation, no this or no, and you think it is going to control like that. You are only calling for a day of evolution. You are calling a day of anger. You understand? You are putting Nigerians in a tight corner. And when it comes, nobody wants to know whether you are running a better policy that will take 100 years to work in Nigeria. Nobody is going to take that. So it's a very clear thing. But what I'm saying is that at least to an extent, you have said all these things now, state police, importation and all that. But at least what of cross-border trade? I even if it's among ECOWAS states, so that we will still have little things, to hang on.
ECOWAS has an issue.
No, that's what I'm saying, to hang on until their so-called policy, will start working, and which I doubt whether it will actually work in a situation where there is no light. The national grid is fluctuating up and down. See now, how many 104 years old country? The no light. Now.
Speaking about revolution, the convener of revolution now, the charges on him has been withdrawn. and he celebrated the victory. Should we be expecting more revolution?
But we know from the onset, no matter what happened, we know during Jonathan, the role Sowore played using Sahara reporters. We know the relationship between Sowore and Tinubu back in the days, you know, when they were fighting on Abacha, when he was SU in Unilag. We understand the relationship has been very long, you know, but there might be differences in some principles, principles of operation, politically, you know, but that may not themselves. So what Tinubu know, Nigerians know that these guys, they know themselves.
Somebody that didn't support Tinubu.
He will not say that, you know, because he wanted to be president. So forget whether he's supporting Tinubu or not. He has always worked with Tinubu in the past. He was one of the people that used propaganda to destroy Jonathan's government. Yes, now they used him now. You understand? We know what happened. So forget about that. Like that, that's like what Aisha Yusuf is doing now. Abi, look at Aisha Yusuf too. Say he is now obedient. Sowore too, Abi, maybe they have come back to their senses. I agree. There's no two ways. I agree with that. You understand? But for that step to have been taken, now the federal government has withdrawn their treason charges against Sowore. Good for Sowore and not good for revolution now. Listen,
that's the deep word though.
Good for Sowore, but not good for revolution now. Please, Nigerians need revolutionaries. They should stop romancing these people who are making us believe that Nigeria can work. The likes of Sowore, when you look at him, you say, okay, maybe Nigeria can work. You understand? But we want, that's a good one. I'm not against that. But the issue of that revolution now is not good for the revolution now. That is just the truth. And secondly, we expected by now. I don't know why it is too difficult, you know, for a man, you know, who has gone through the court processes before, and all of a sudden they ask him, you know, to go through it again over and over and over again. What has Nnamdi Kanu done? But I believe, by God's grace, very soon, in no distant time, you understand, Nnamdi Kanu is going to move away from where he is, in that custody where he is, you know, and we are going to embrace him, and from there we'll take the next step. But let me tell Sowore, that will not make it, because Sowore can change all these guys that Aisha now they talk now, tomorrow it can be against Obi. No, Durotoye is not. I'm disappointed in Durotoye. These are the people I used to 0/0 Durotoye. I don't want even to mention him, because these are the people who would have maintained certain track politically, knowing that they are potential presidents in waiting. But look at them. What kind of experience okay, the government is joined now is the worst government in Nigeria currently now, ever in the history of Nigeria. The government Durotoye joined now is the worst government so far. For now, Nigeria doesn't want to hear anything Bola Ahmed Tinubu as I'm talking to you, unless certain things are being done. First, when they're hungry, no, they clap hand for church. Oh. I'm telling you the gospel truth. You understand? So that is the situation now. It's a welcome development, you know, and I believe that Sowore, you know, is going to build from that. And good luck to him.
Okay, thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you.